Hey Chargers, home crew workout for Thursday the 16th of April. You'll need 2 small weights, so something between 0.5 to a kilo roughly for the shoulder burner, and then you'll need a kettlebell, a backpack, or a dumbbell for the workout. Alright, we start off with a 5-minute wham rap, so 20 star jumps, 10 hollow rocks and 3 inchworms. Let's have a quick look at those movements. So the star jumps, we want to think about lifting our hands or our arms and our legs at the same time, and we want to see if we can lift them together, so you're making a star shape. 20 reps. Then we go into the hollow rocks. So the focus here is a posterior pelvic tilt, nice flat back, hands above your head, and we're just rocking, keeping the body nice and tight. If you want to make this easier, hands to the side, or we could tuck the knees. Just stay nice and tight, whichever one you choose. Lastly, we have the inchworms, so rounding down from the spine, from the head first, all the way down to the ground. Walk out to a push-up position, push up, and then walk yourself back, and then round up. 3 reps there. That is our warm-up, 5 minutes. All right, next is our shoulder burner. We have done this one before. I'm looking for 3 rounds, 15 front raises, 15 lateral raises, and then 15 bent over rear delt flyers. Show you them quickly. So this is where you'll have your 2 light weights. So first one is thumbs up to the roof. Lock out the elbows because we're isolating the shoulder. Then we've got lateral raises to the side, lifting as high as we can. This time our knuckles are facing the ceiling. And then rear delt flies, bend your knees, hinge at the hip, chest up, back flat, lock out the elbows, knuckles to the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades, 15 reps. That's our shoulder burner. All right, next bit. This is a bit of a mouthful, this workout. It's called the high road. So essentially, it's 3 lots of 6 rounds, and each of those rounds has 2 movements. We're doing 20 seconds worth of work and 10 seconds worth of rest. And then once we finish the first 6 rounds, we go straight into the next and then into the next. There's no rest in between these, except for the 10 seconds rest. So it starts off with the first one, 20 seconds of an odd object deadlift or a single arm high pull, 10 seconds rest, and then 20 seconds of a renegade row, a pull up or a ring row if you have access to rings, and then a 10-second rest. So to start off with, we have the odd object deadlift. You guys can get creative with this, so you don't have to use the kettlebell, you don't have to use a dumbbell. If you want to use those, that's totally fine. For example, maybe we use the couch, so everything still applies in the deadlift, making sure our weight's through our heels, our chest is up, our back is flat, and then we're just lifting the object. It's interesting, get creative, see how you go with that one. If you're not doing that, we can do a single arm high pull, so it's similar to your sumo deadlift high pull. So feet would be outside your shoulders. And we don't have to touch the ground here unless we have a kettlebell, but we're just bowing down to mid-shin. We do like a deadlift and then we pull high to the chest, elbow nice and tall. If you're doing that one with a dumbbell or a backpack, just make sure that you even it out on both sides. With the renegade row, if you've got 2 dumbbells, you can just alternate. If you've got 1, we're starting in a plank position and we're just pulling the weight to our hip, squeezing the shoulder blade and keeping the elbow close to the body. You can also do that one on your knees if you need to. So that's the first 6 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Then we move on to straight away into 20 seconds on of alternating arm squat cleans, 10 seconds rest, and then 20 seconds of a back planche, and then 10 seconds rest. So alternating arm squat cleans, they can be taken from the hang. If you've got a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you've got to make sure that you catch it in a squat and then you stand up fully, then alternate. So chest up, full hip extension, and then alternate hands. Then we move on to the back planche. So hips and shoulders to the ceiling. You can turn your hands out slightly, as high as you can. If you want to make this harder, you just move your weight further over your hands if you want to make that challenging. Alright, that's the second set of 2 exercises, 6 rounds. Moving into the third set. So 20 seconds of ground to overhead, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds worth of sit-ups, and then 10 seconds rest. So look, ground to overhead generally means any sort of movement, snatch or clean, taking it from the ground and finishing above your head. It's not ideal for us today because some of you will have kettlebells, dumbbells, etc. and it doesn't necessarily make sense to touch the floor depending on what you have. So potentially, if you can touch the floor, you can. So maybe in the clean, you can do that as long as your back is nice and flat. You clean it up, and then maybe you do a push press, maybe you do a strict press, maybe you do a jerk, whatever that is for you. Alternating arms, or if you've got a kettlebell, maybe you just go from the hang, or maybe you do like a kettlebell swing, or maybe you just do a snatch. So with a dumbbell, you can obviously go from the floor. If you're doing a kettlebell snatch, you would be swinging it between your legs and then above your head. So see how you go with that one. We can certainly help you if we're taking you in the class. If not, send us a text and we can help you out if we need to. Lastly, we have sit-ups. So we want to make this nice and quick. Hands to the floor, hands to the ankles, trying to get your chest to your knees as fast as you can. That's the workout, guys. Looks pretty epic. Enjoy that one. To warm the workout up, we have 2 sets of 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off for each couplet. So see how you go with that one. All right, recovery. We're working on hammies, so we're looking for 2 rounds, 1 minute each side of same arm, same leg facing forward, and then 1 minute each side of a lateral stretch, same arm, same leg. So pop your feet up onto something, maybe a table. Probably have to disinfect this later, it's okay. So facing forward, toe up. See if you can bend forward from the hips rather than bending through the spine. And you want to try and touch your foot. If you can't, just touching your shin or try and aim for your ankle. That would be to the front, 1 minute each side. And then the second one is laterally, so you get a bit of a stretch to the adductors as well. And then trying to reach over and touch your toe or your shin or your ankle. All right, team, that's the day. I'm looking forward to coaching you guys. I'll see you then. Enjoy.